They are the supposed bedrock of democracy. Political parties are groups of people who come together to contest elections and hold power in the government. How this works is that members of the political parties pool their money and resources together to field candidates to run for office, in the hopes of having their ideology gain control of a country's government. In some countries, political parties only serve to divide the population. However, in others, the very concept of political parties doesn't even exist. These are 5 countries that have no political parties. Number 5 is Vatican City. Vatican City has always had a strange legal framework. This small country of just 451 citizens is a theocratic and monarchical state. The Pope of the Catholic Church operates as the king of this nation, where senior members of Vatican City's government are appointed by the Pope. As you could imagine, this doesn't leave much room for political parties. In fact, because all major officials are appointed by the Pope, when political positions and their holders in Vatican City are listed on Wikipedia, the column for their party affiliation is simply left blank. Political parties aren't banned outright under Vatican City's legal framework, but the concept of political parties within Vatican City simply does not exist. This means that theoretically, political parties could form, as all cardinals in this tiny country are able to vote on electoral issues and are for the most part still free to practice their right to free association. However, it's unlikely that any of these cardinals would ever attempt to create a political party, as it would be seen as an attempt to undermine the authority of the Pope. Number 4 is Canada. While it's true that Canada has dozens of political parties ranging from the Marijuana Party all the way to Bloc Québécois, this is not the case everywhere in Canada. In the remote Canadian province of the Northwest Territories, there are no political parties at all. Instead, these areas operate under a slightly different political system. The Northwest Territories operate under a consensus government system. Candidates for election to the territorial legislature do not stand as members of a political party. While some candidates may express an affiliation or membership with a party, party membership is not recognized in the legislature of the Northwest Territories. As a result, the members of the Legislative Assembly select a premier by secret ballot, rather than on the basis of party affiliation. As far as the provincial governments of the Northwest Territories are concerned, political parties have no bearing on the function of government. Number 3 is Kuwait. While many states in the Gulf region are emirates that host royal families, the state of Kuwait is one of the most democratic countries in the Gulf region. Kuwait has a robust political and public landscape. However, political parties in Kuwait are not legally recognized. The issue with political parties in Kuwait, however, seems to stem more from a Kuwaiti aversion to the specific term political party than anything else. Political blocs and political associations are permitted, but Kuwaiti law does not recognize political parties. Numerous political groups operate effectively as political parties, such as the National Democratic Alliance and the Popular Action Bloc, but legally, these Kuwaiti organizations do not qualify as political parties. In Kuwait, candidates for office run as independents and only form voting blocs once they have entered political office. Kuwait stands as a sterling example of a country that has no need for political parties at all. Number 2 is Bahrain. The Kingdom of Bahrain, like Kuwait, has no political parties. However, this is for very different reasons. Bahrain is a constitutional monarchy, and because of the authoritarian nature of the country's government, political parties are highly illegal. Political societies do operate in Bahrain, but they do not enjoy the same legal standing and legal protection as political parties in other countries. In fact, political blocs in Bahrain exist only by consensus. Generally speaking, political parties in Bahrain are only viewed as a threat to the state, and likely will continue to be banned for the foreseeable future. Number 1 is the Federated States of Micronesia. The Federated States of Micronesia has a unique style of government that goes beyond the scope of any one video. For example, unlike other nations, the Micronesian president and vice president are elected by Congress, not the popular vote. Perhaps even more curious is that in Micronesia, there are no political parties at all. This isn't to say that they're banned. In fact, they are actually legal under Micronesian law. It's just that the people of Micronesia seem to have no interest or need for them. Instead, political allegiances depend on family ties or other island-related factors. The fact that the main legislature of Micronesia only has 14 seats also means that there isn't much room for political parties to form either. As of 2015, all 14 seats in Micronesia's Congress were held by independents, and this lack of political parties likely isn't going to change in the foreseeable future. For more top lists just like this, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to check out our other lists. And thanks for watching, and thanks for learning.